Hello, my noble band of outlaws, Outlaw Samurai, and
Geekapedia here.
going at you live with a video. Well, Geekapedia, dirty bastard that he is, broke his promise.
What?
Watch Sonic 3 first, without me.
You said you were okay with that.
Everyone knows that I smile through my teeth.
I'm sorry.
I like making him do that.
Pray for me tonight.
Like,
He knows where I live.
I am where he lives.
Oh, gosh!
But jokes aside, overall, it wasn't that bad of a movie.
Yeah, Sonic 3. It was amazing. Probably my favorite of the Sonic trilogy. I'm not gonna lie.
I feel a little more partial to Sonic 2 personally, because it feels more like I'm watching a playthrough of like a video game level.
Mm-hmm. And I kind of agree because the pacing in Sonic 2 and the pacing of Sonic 3, they do feel different. Sonic 3 feels a lot more fast-paced. And I feel like it might feel a little off to people who watch it. And whereas Sonic 2, it was a lot more slower in pace. But I like Sonic 3's pace because I think it gets right into it. We don't have to wait very long to see like Shadow and everything. So I thought it was okay, but I can see what you mean.
Honestly, with the pacing and everything, I don't mind that it was so fast paced. It was kind of a lot of the things, especially if you're.
Are you okay?
Yeah, I just burped. Especially if you're like a hardcore Sonic fan, which I know you are.
I love Sonic.
If you're used to watching slower paced movies and then you watch this one, there's a lot of references that you won't get because they're fired off like a machine gun.
Mm-hmm. And compared to the first two movies, a lot more of the classic game music is used in this. Like Live and Learn, Shadow's theme song in the games. It's everywhere in this movie. That's the song they were playing when him and Sonic were teaming up to fight those robots.
Not to mention, there was some controversy about Keanu Reeves' Shadow.
Yeah, I wouldn't say controversy. I feel like, so even before this, Keanu Reeves was always a huge, like the number one fan cast for Shadow by the fans. And so when they actually got Keanu Reeves to play Shadow, I feel like a lot of people felt like it was too much fan service. You know what I mean?
I can see where you're going with this, but my thing is, from my standpoint, the only thing I had known Keanu Reeves from was the Matrix trilogy. And that was pretty much my full extension of Keanu Reeves, aside from some clips of John Wick.
Mm-hmm.
Now, y'all go roast me in the comments. I have not seen a single John Wick movie.
I have. I've got all four.
Nice. Just because those kinds of spy gunning movies don't really interest me. You know me, I'm more medieval sword fantasy and sci-fi like Star Wars.
Mm-hmm.
Not enough swords. But in any case...
Technically, he does wield a sword in the fourth one.
Yeah, but he's not a swordsman. I covered this in my Levi Ackerman video.
I gotta rewatch that.
When I discussed it. Well, not with Keanu Reeves, but the difference between a sword user and a swordsman.
Mm.
A swordsman is like me. Every room in my house has a sword. There is nowhere in my house you will go that there is not a sword or a sword-length object that is not within my grip range.
Mm.
But that's another video for a completely separate thing. So when I first heard that Shadow was going to be voiced by Keanu Reeves, I was thinking, okay, is this going to be like a Matrix thing, or is it going to be like a John Wick thing? But no, Shadow... I do wish he had delivered a little bit of a more powerful voice, like a little bit louder. I felt like Shadow was just a little quiet.
Mm-hmm. I agree and disagree. Like I said, whereas you got from a little bit of Matrix vibes, I got a lot of John Wick vibes from this Shadow. And so I can kind of see why they got Keanu to voice Shadow, because you think of Shadow, he's the dark, gritty, brooding hedgehog compared to Sonic. It's like putting Spider-Man and Batman together.
Yeah.
And I think I liked Keanu as Shadow, but I feel like a lot of people might look at and say, "Oh, it's just Keanu being Keanu." You know what I mean? Or
Yeah.
just playing John Wick again.
Now, here's the thing: for the fan base that said this was too much fan service, a good compromise would have probably been to get the Batman from the Justice League TV show to voice Shadow.
That would have been impossible.
Why?
He's passed away.
I did not know that at this time.
Kevin Conroy.
Yeah. Or did he also play him in the animated Batman series?
No, oh yeah, he did.
Oh.
He's basically been the definitive animated Batman until he passed away.
What about the one Batman voice from Harley Quinn?
Maybe.
Or the one from TMNT meets Batman?
No, that wasn't Kevin Conroy, so maybe. Then again, I'm not gonna lie, I'm not a huge fan of his Batman, though I can't remember who voices him.
What I'm saying is, anyone who has been cast as an animated Batman, like the Batman from The Dark Knight.
Christian Bale?
Yeah, no, the animated one.
Oh, The Dark Knight Returns?
Yeah.
I can't remember who does that. I can't remember.
I feel like he may be a good Shadow.
I don't know. I kind of like how Keanu did, where he has the dark voice, but it's a little bit youthful to it.
Yeah.
Like, you can tell he's still supposed to be this young guy. That's why a lot of people wanted Robert Pattinson to play him.
Let's not forget that Shadow is canonically older than Sonic, so it would make sense. Especially after aging another additional 50 years in the cryo tube.
Yeah.
It would make perfect sense for Shadow to have an older voice at that time.
Yeah. I remember all the rumors saying Hayden Christensen was going to play him. And I remember getting so excited for that. You know Hayden Christensen, right?
No.
Anakin Skywalker?
Oh. I remember you telling me something like that. Like, or maybe Mark Hamill.
I'm not going to lie, I can't see Mark Hamill's Shadow.
Maybe like a combination between Luke and Joker.
Meh. I don't know. Maybe as Eggman. I could see him as Eggman.
Yeah.
But I don't think I could see him as Shadow.
The point of the matter is, that was just an opinion for those who thought it would have been too much fan service. Like, I would have, if I was filming this and I couldn't get Keanu Reeves, I would start looking into either getting Shadow's original voice actor from the game back, or having one of the many animated Batmans voice Shadow.
Keanu did play Batman in animation.
Which one did he play?
The DC League of Super Pets. He was Batman in that. Which, that movie had me, like, rolling away saying, I need Keanu to play Batman.
Literally, not figuratively.
Yeah, exactly. I'm in a wheelchair.
You didn't do your classic hey.
Because I was in on the joke. Yeah.
Anyone else does this to him and they won't live long.
I know.
But in any case, he's my brother.
We're brothers.
But okay, so overall, the pacing is still an issue for me because I do kind of like those slower paced movies that take a little bit more time to like flush out everything. So my result is 9 out of 10. It loses a point for me because it's a little too fast paced and I didn't really feel like I was watching. It felt more like I was watching an extended episode than it was a movie.
I gotta give it a 10 out of 10. I would give it an 11 out of 10 if I could, but I gotta give it a 10 out of 10.
Now, as I say in all my videos, these are personal biases here. I am not a major Sonic fan. I love Knuckles. He's my favorite character from Sonic, for obvious reasons.
Yeah.
But I am not a Sonic wingnut like he is.
I love Sonic. Sonic is literally the first video game I ever played. The first video game I ever played was the original Sonic the Hedgehog.
Now, removing your personal biases from it, what's your score?
Remove my personal biases, I gotta give it a 9.5.
Reason being?
I can understand what you're saying about the pacing. And the pacing compared, it felt more in line with the first one when it came to pacing.
I still think that the first one was a bit slower, though.
Okay, yeah, now that you say that, that's fair, actually. I will admit, especially kind of in the beginning, like when it got to the middle part, like right when Robotnik met his grandfather, I think that's where the pacing finally got better. I just feel like everything before was kind of too quick a little bit. But as far as like characterization of the characters go, I thought it was perfect, like exactly like the video games.
Looking back, I think they spent just a little too much time on Robotnik and his grandfather.
I'm not gonna lie, I loved every bit of it.
I meant for like story wise.
Yeah, that's true.
We could have easily gotten like an extra bit of side story for Shadow.
Mm-hmm.
Because we still don't know what exactly caused the accident in the first place.
What do you mean accident?
Like, we know we know how Maria died, but what was the experiment that made Robotnik need to take Shadow and Maria out of the lab? What was the failure?
Okay, yeah, I'll admit one thing, because they did change Shadow and Maria's backstory in the movie. So in the games, Maria is like, she's sick, she has this terminal illness, and part of her illness, she can't go to Earth. So that spaceship that they're all riding on in the third act, when they're gonna blow up the Earth, that is like, think of it like an international space station kind of thing, where Gerald Robotnik, Maria, and these other scientists are. They're living in the atmosphere, and that Maria can't go to Earth. Shadow in the games, I think it goes. Shadow is created by Gerald Robotnik, but he was created out of like this energy created by this alien called Black Doom, basically Space Satan. And they create Shadow as the ultimate life form, and they're testing around with his energy, his chaos energy,
Yeah.
to see if it can create a cure for Maria.
And in the movie, they're doing classic government shit where, oh look, superpower being from another world, let's harness the energy we have no fucking clue what we're doing with, and have no means of understanding it, and see what happens.
Yeah.
Fuck around and find out at its finest.
America.
America! Fuck it!
But yeah, so the whole plot point with Maria being sick and all that's just not in this movie. And so when it comes to like lore accuracy, I can see some fans not liking it as much.
Yeah.
Because it does change a lot of things around. But to be honest with you, I'm kind of okay with it.
I mean, it wasn't a bad story.
Yeah.
But I want to know exactly what experiment Robotnik did that was finally going over the line where, okay, yeah, we need to get Shadow is coming with us. You are no longer allowed to experiment with his power or anything. And how the hell did he live to be 110 years old and he became a junkie off of Shadow's quill?
Oh, the director actually mentioned that. He explained it.
How?
Shadow's quill has like some sort of regenerative power. And so every time Gerald like licks it and gets shocked by it, it helps heal his body.
My question is, why the hell would they allow him to keep the quill in the first place?
Well, they mentioned that they didn't know he had it. But to be fair, how did they know he didn't have it? Because it's literally glowing bright orange in his hand.
Not to mention every time he does this,
Yeah.
like a crackhead getting his fix.
So yeah, that's how he's able to live to 110.
But still, I want to know, like, the way I imagine it, and this could be a theory, Robotnik was trying to either make a chaos generator, which would make the energy on its own, so that way they wouldn't need Shadow anymore, because it was confirmed that he did care for Shadow like a son.
Mm-hmm.
At least until Maria died and he went all crazy kill humanity thing.
Yeah, when Maria died, he went nuts.
Which I don't really blame him for, but inside the point. Or he was trying, and this is the one I don't really want to be true, he was trying to weaponize Shadow's chaos energy.
Honestly, I can see it as a combination of both. I think it's still how it is in the games, but changed in a way. Because in the games, they weren't just studying Shadow to cure Maria. They were still wanting to use his chaos energy for humanity.
Yeah.
So maybe in the movie it's the same, just without the whole Maria being sick thing. They're studying his chaos energy to better understand it and use it. Or in some cases, weaponize it.
Which, if it is a generator, I could see it going like this. Robotnik finally finishes the last calculations he needs. He builds the generator. He takes a small sample of Shadow's chaos energy, which they had stored in, like... And how the hell are you going to store chaos energy in a clear glass container, okay? That's not how batteries work.
Yeah.
Alright? There's a reason we don't have glass batteries.
Mm-hmm.
Or see-through batteries. But in any case, my point being, he takes one of those containers of the chaos energy, puts it into the generator. It starts to generate more and more, but an unforeseen mishap happens, like maybe a bolt comes loose, or the stupid intern spills the coffee.
That'd be me.
Yeah,
like,
that would be you.
Here's your coffee, Professor. What?
No, your dumbass would just fucking drop a cheese stick into the son of a bitch.
That is true.
I could see you standing on like some sort of catwalk eating cheese sticks and just drop one. It's like, yeah, that's not good.
Robotnik's like, geekapidia, what are you doing up there? I'm eating. Ah, shit.
But yeah, so some kind of mechanical or calculational failure goes wrong. The generator goes out of control, destroys the testing area, and that's when they realize, okay, yeah, we can't trust you anymore. Too many experiments have failed. We still don't understand this thing's power. And am I the only one who thinks that gut agent was racist towards Sonic? He called him aliens.
The girl?
Yeah.
Yeah. She goes aliens. And even Sonic called her out on it.
But like, you couldn't have written the script so where she's like, blue hedgehog, yellow fox, red echidna?
I don't know. But fun facts, the actress that plays her, she is the popular fan cast to play Rouge the Bat.
My Sonic waifu.
And so when she was cast in the movie, her name's Christian Ritter. When they cast her in the movie, everybody went nuts thinking, oh my gosh, Rouge is going to be in the movie. It's Rouge the Bat. And then she's just some random gun agent.
No, I would rather have Rouge from Sonic X.
Yeah.
I would have personally loved it if they just brought all the Sonic X voice actors back for this.
Mm-hmm. Sonic I get. Knuckles I also kind of get, because I really like how they've done Knuckles in these movies.
Well, we can both agree Idris Elba's a solid 10 as Knuckles.
He's my favorite Knuckles.
Right? They didn't make Knuckles stupid, but they did make him the smartest of the group.
Mm-hmm.
They finally brought him back to OG middle ground Knuckles.
Exactly, yeah. And,
not Sonic Boom!
Yeah, not Sonic Boom. That's horrible. Though, unlike Teen Titans Go, Sonic Boom does have its bright spots.
Yeah, Teen Titans Go is just an abomination.
Yeah.
But yeah, overall, Sonic 3, there were some plot holes, maybe some, like, decisions could have been made better, like the whole, not a single laser touched the fucking heads of either of the Robotniks.
Yeah, that's weird. Like, the suits I get. Like, I could see Robotnik, either one of them making a suit like that, but their head is, like, wide open.
The only thing I could think of is, like, the angle of the lasers in comparison to their height.
Or maybe we didn't see them, they're wearing, like, these clear hoods.
Or, like, the suits attract the lasers.
Mm-hmm.
Either way, that's a bit of a, like, wait a minute.
Yeah.
Moment there. But, overall, as a Sonic movie, with I having no personal bias, I would say that as a Sonic movie overall, it does give a 10 out of 10 deliverance on everything an OG Sonic fan would want. Geekapedia, do you agree?
I agree 100%. This is the Sonic movie that I feel like the studio has promised us since the first one.
Take a fucking page from their book, Disney.
Yeah. I mean, I kid you not. You can tell the makers of the Sonic movies love the fans. Because everything that I've seen them do, because I don't know about you, but I look at a lot of the behind-the-scenes stuff and stuff like that. Everything they do is literally for the fans. Like Keanu Reeves. He was the #1 fan cast for Shadow. They actually got Keanu Reeves.
To be fair, I think Keanu Reeves even said he was a major Sonic fan.
Yeah. And he like studied for the role of Shadow. Like he went back and played all the games. And that reminds me. Another reason why this movie is a 10 out of 10 for me. They gave Shadow his bike
And his gun.
and his gun.
I actually thought Shadow didn't need the gun or the bike.
He needs his gun because it's badass.
That just plays into the rule of cool. Shadow's powerful enough he doesn't need a gun.
Yeah, but he looks so much more awesome with a gun.
But he doesn't need... This is coming from the weapon lover of the two of us. This is coming from the weapon lover. The one who sleeps with swords.
That came out kind of wrong.
I know. But I feel no shame because I literally sleep with this thing like this, with it right here next to my head in position ready to be grabbed and swung at a moment's notice.
Yeah.
I have a wall of swords that are another foot away from me. Then I have another sword that's in front of that wall of swords, and 3 more swords on another wall, and then 8 more swords on another wall in my room. I have a lot of swords, and then I have 2 blunt swords I can just beat the shit out of somebody with.
Well, the thing is, you're a sword guy. You don't like guns, right? I mean, I don't like guns either, but even I got... Ow!
Bad, stupid. Bad.
I thought you didn't like guns.
Go to your corner. Bad, stupid. Just because I'm a sword guy don't mean I don't like guns. I don't like modern guns that much. I don't like the look of them. They just don't aesthetically please me as well as the old style steel and wood stock, lever actions, bolt actions, brake actions. Stuff like that. Stuff your grandpa would have used.
That's true.
Alright? Give me a solid old lever gun and a 6-shot pistol any day. Continuing the conversation.
Okay, let's continue. What's your prediction for Sonic 4?
My prediction is that we're going to see... You're going to laugh at this when I say this.
Oh, gosh.
Shadow and Eggman end up back on the Mushroom Planet.
Why?
Just because it's funny. We see the coconut friend he made, his mushroom lab intact, drinking mushroom coffee, which, fun fact, is with Worcestershire sauce.
Here's what I think. And I'm going by actual concepts.
Fuck your concepts, this is comedy!
So, I don't know if you saw, but there was a couple of concept arts that were posted online revealing some cut stuff from Sonic 3. It showed more of the post-credit scene. Spoiler alert, spoiler alert, spoiler alert.
The whole damn thing is a spoiler alert, fool.
That is true. Amy Rose, it had her post-credit scene. And then there was another one.
Yeah.
We had Eggman dressed up as an emperor with, like, Metal Sonic standing next to him.
And when we see the Metal Sonics on Earth, which, I'm not gonna lie, I didn't like the Metal Sonics.
Really?
Amy took them out way too easy. Plus, there were too many of them.
It's Metal Sonic! He looked awesome!
No. Shut your damn mouth. It's time for me to cook. Okay, shut your damn mouth. Metal Sonic is awesome.
Yeah.
An army of metallic Sonics are not. Metal Sonic. Not robot Sonics. Metal Sonic, army of cannon fodder. Badass fodder. Dr. fucking Doom. Doom droids. Do you get what I'm saying?
No. It's like Ultron. Because this is a sign that they could be bringing metallics into the 4th one. And metallics is basically the Ultron of Sonic. People even want James Spader, the guy who played Ultron in the Avengers movies, to play Metal Sonic or metallics.
I don't give a fuck about Ultron Sonic. I just want to see Sonic fight one Metal Sonic.
Well, here's the thing. That's where my theory comes. I think this means that Sonic 4 is going to be about time travel. At the end, Eggman didn't die. Somehow, that explosion sent him to the future, or another timeline, and he took it over with his army of metal Sonics that he made with that quill that Sonic gave him.
Then why would he come back to the original timeline to take it over?
Because he hates Sonic that much.
Okay, fair enough.
Maybe Sonic doesn't exist in that other timeline.
True, but if he did, and here's the thing, Eggman made the original Metal Sonic.
Mm-hmm. It's like his greatest creation.
Okay, now let me cook here. Let me saute this shit.
Oh gosh.
Greatest creation. Army of Chinese ripoffs. American made. China. Piece de resistance.
No.
Chef's kiss. One singular Metal Sonic. The fucking Timu ripoffs.
You gotta admit though, an army Sonic staring down an army of metal Sonics is awesome.
An army of second-class whore-ass Metal Sonics versus one premium, ultra-powerful Metal Sonic that completely destroyed the OG Team Sonic in movie, anime, cartoon, video game, and manga adaptation.
Well, maybe that ain't the actual Metal Sonic. Maybe the real Metal Sonic, aka Metallics, is back in the future controlling them all.
I still would have sent the OG Metal Sonic back in time if I was going to do that. If I was Eggman, I'd want quality over quantity.
But he knows how powerful these guys are. He don't want to risk anything by sending his number one guy immediately. He's going to send the cannon fodder in first, because even they are strong enough to put up a good fight.
We don't know that. Amy fucking Rose, and this is nothing against Amy Rose, but Amy fucking Rose, canonically one of the weaker members of Team Sonic, without the hammer, took out all like 20 of those things in one throw.
Nah, I wouldn't say Amy's the weakest of the team. I'd actually give that to Tails when it comes to physical.
I said one of the weakest,
Yeah,
not
true.
the weakest. Physically speaking, in terms of raw power, it goes Knuckles, Sonic, Amy, Tails.
Mm-hmm.
But in terms of weaponry, it goes Knuckles, Amy, Sonic, Tails.
Mm-hmm. No, I'd put Tails over Sonic.
Okay, yeah.
Because we barely see Sonic use any weapons.
Yeah. In terms of, like, just straight-out weaponry. Well, actually, I think I'd put Knuckles, Tails, Amy. Because Tails does have more advanced weapons, and not to mention the pseudo-Gundam ship.
That's kind of fair, yeah. I'll give you that.
He made a fucking Transformer!
Yeah, that's awesome.
He made an Autobot! He made Starscream actually worth something!
Don't be roasting my boy Starscream.
He hates it when I roast Starscream.
I love Starscream. I love
Starscream's
that.
a whiny little bitch.
I know, but I love that whiny little bitch.
Arm cannon. I think I abuse you. Don't worry, that only happens off camera.
Don't tell him that! I'm perfectly alright.
We do this all the time.
I'm trying to signal you guys in Morse code with my eyes. Ah.
But in any case... Oh shit, this is turning into a 30-minute video.
Oh gosh.
So, what do you think, Geekapedia, overall of Sonic?
Love it. I love these movies to death. I hope the rumor that I heard earlier yesterday is not true. That Sonic 4 is literally supposed to be the last one.
I think they're just doing that to catch fans. Because, let's be honest, these movies are going to overtake anything Disney makes.
And two, in a way, these movies, I always say this, the movies are literally the best thing to have happened to Sonic in a long time. They, in a way, saved the brand, because when the first movie came out, the Sonic games were in a very bad place.
Not to mention we had that abomination of Sonic.
Oh, the bad design?
Yeah.
Yeah, that's horrible. No, that's Paramount. That wasn't the people who actually made the movie.
Me and Geekapedia still think they did that on purpose.
I'm kind of mixed.
Oh, I thought you said they did that on purpose just to kind of grab everyone's attention.
No, that was the rumor. That was the theory. But what really breaks it for me was they actually had millions of dollars worth of merchandise made out of that ugly design, and they still sold that instead of making newer, updated merchandise with the actual canon design.
Well, I mean, they already made the merchandise and might as well unload it.
Yeah, but that just proves they were going to release it anyway, and not releasing it would have just been a waste of money.
And like I said, Disney needs to learn from this. All the damn fucking bullshit woke movie makers need to learn from this, because there was a confirmed gay romance, at least one-sided.
I ship Stone and Robotnik.
Alright. At least, I believe it's confirmed.
It's semi-confirmed.
Okay, we'll go... He knows more than I do, so I'm going to go with what he says. And...
They're in love, I don't care.
The reason why I support this is because it wasn't forced. It was already implied from the first movie. They just built up on it.
Mm.
That's why me and BJ both love the lesbian relationship.
Hey, you call me BJ.
It slipped out.
That's fine. I'll edit that out. Send this to me and I can edit it for you. Or you know how to edit?
Yeah, we'll just leave it in.
I don't want my actual name out there.
I say my actual name sometimes too. Everyone who watches my video knows that my name's CT. See, now we're fair. But in any case, that's why me and Geekapidia, we love the relationship in the Owl House.
Losing Amity.
Yeah, between Luz and Amity. It wasn't forced down our throats. It was naturally and organically built.
Like an actual romance should be.
Yeah. It wasn't just simply, oh, I'm a girl boss. I don't need help from any man. Men are useless. Men are stupid. Or some bullshit like that. Like every other female protagonist over the last few years.
I wouldn't say every single one.
Miss Marvel.
No, Miss Marvel's cool. You're thinking of Captain Marvel.
Oh, yeah. Captain Marvel.
Yeah, Miss Marvel's actually really cool.
I haven't seen that one.
It's pretty good. I'm not gonna lie.
I'll have to watch it then. But the point of the matter is, me and Geekapedia both grew up with characters like OG Starfire, OG Raven. I've watched the original She-Ra, the original Thundercats with Chitara, Xena the Warrior Princess, and all these women, they were warriors, they were fighters, but they also weren't trying to put their male stars down. They actually fought alongside them and showed them respect. And this is going to turn into an edited thing because we just hit the time minute mark, so now it's in a separate video.
Yeah. I'll edit it. I can make it work.
It's fine, I'll just place it together myself. I got the app.
Oh, you did?
Yeah, I'm not going to make you edit my shit.
Are you sure?
Yes.
Okay.
Are you sure? I'm sure. Are you sure? I'm sure.
I don't know. Are you sure?
But in any case, we do this all the time, people.
Yeah, we do.
So in any case, until next time on Old Band of Outlaws, Outlaw Samurai, and
It's Geekapedia here.
tell y'all be crazy rednecks, be safe, use your weapons, and we're out. Peace.
Gotta go fast.
You had to sneak a Sonic reference in there.